Welcome to today's Scandidos talk about 4D patient dosimetry in advanced radiotherapy. My name is Thomas Madsen and I'm product manager at Scandidos. I will tell you something about the Delta 4 Discover system, and I will show you how the Delta 4 Discover system can increase patient safety at treatment with an independent quality assurance of the complete treatment from the first to the last fraction. What do you expect on your treatment? And you, it can be the doctor or it can be the physicist, or what do your patients expect from their treatment? Of course, you want to have a good plan and you want to deliver it in a correct way. And you also want to deliver that good plan every single day of the complete treatment. How do you verify these different steps? For plan verification, we have the Delta 4 TPV program. For pre-treatment verification that checks that you can deliver your plan in principle in a correct way, we have the Delta 4 Phantom system. But how is it with the verification of the dose delivered to the patient? I will show you how Delta 4 Discover can fill this verification gap by doing an independent quality assurance of the complete treatment from the first to the last fraction. Is this really necessary to verify the dose delivery to the patient? According to some people not, but I know that it's different with you. Not everything is okay, unfortunately, in delivery of treatments in radiotherapy. Accidents occur. There's a study from the World Health Organization in 2008. They published a radiotherapy risk profile, and they analyzed publications and different scientific papers, and they found thousands of deviations and both serious accidents and also deviations that could have resulted in a serious accident. And they split it up into different areas where this error could have occurred. And in serial accidents, many errors originate from the planning phase. And another very dangerous area is transfer of information from one system to another system. This was 2008. Since then, a lot has happened. And you think now radiotherapy world is much safer. No, unfortunately not. There's a voluntary program ongoing in the United Kingdom called Towards Safer Radiotherapy. Different organizations, institutes, and colleges work together to make radiotherapy safer. And in this program, there is a voluntary reporting system where clinic and different functions in the hospital can report all deviations from the planned workflow. And what they found out is that there are a lot of small irregularities in every clinic, about hundreds in every clinic per year. And among these hundreds of small deviations, there are even 1 to 2 reportable events in average per clinic. And another important thing is that an accident is a coincidence of very common irregularities. So to get good control over your treatment process, you need to get control over these small irregularities. Luckily, there is a possibility to reduce this risk for errors. And the World Health Organization, they highlighted one high impact intervention, and this is in vivo dosimetry, so that you check the dose delivered to the patient. And Delta 4 Discover can give you this independent quality assurance of a complete treatment and checking the dose delivered to each patient in every single fraction. The Delta 4 Discover, it's an independent quality assurance. All parameters are measured by the Delta 4 Discover system by itself. It does not rely on any log data or takes data from a plan. All parameters are measured by the Delta-4 Discover system. And it's a QA of the complete treatment. And complete treatment means from the first to the last fraction. But it means also that all important parameters are checked. And these important parameters of your treatment can be the dose delivery, so the absolute dose delivered to the patient, can be the MLC position, the gantry collimator position. It measures also the patient position. And also it checks the synchronization between these parameters. This means that the dose delivered for every single control point is really delivered in that control point, and that the MLC position in that control point is correct, and the gantry angle in that control point is correct. Of course, Delta-4 Discover can be used in many different kinds of treatments like VMAT, IMRT, 3D conformal, hyperfractionation, 4D RT, and adaptive radiotherapy. Another very important parameter of such a system is that it is unobtrusive. Unobtrusive for the Delta-4 Discover means that it's an ultra-thin detector. The detector is so thin that it fits between the laser guard system and the collimator head. This means you don't have any change of the clearance of the patient. You retain the clearance to the patient. Ultra thin means also that the beam transport, that it is beam transparent. The attenuation and also the skin dose is changed almost in no way. This means you do not need to recommission your LINAC. You can keep your commissioning data and just insert a tray factor. Another important factor for implementing verification of the dose delivered to the patient in every single fraction is that it is integrated in the workflow and that it works in an autonomous way without user intervention. With Delta-4 Discover, the measurements, the evaluation and alerts are done in an automatic way. You see here in the calendar overview that some dates are indicated with green, others are indicated with red. This is all done automatically in our evaluation based on gamma criteria or criteria that you decide you want to use for your evaluation, and then it displays the data in a easy way so that you get an overview of a complete treatment. And if there are any deviations, the Delta-4 Discover can send an email to the responsible physicist and to say that something has gone wrong so that you can dig deeper into what has happened. So you get an independent QA of your complete treatment of all treatment parameters. And this proves that you're doing right. But are you satisfied with this to deliver a good treatment? No, I don't hope so. I hope that you strive for more, that you want to improve, that you want to deliver a better treatment every day, that you want to improve. If your clinic has any accreditation and your workflows are quality, have a quality accreditation, a crucial part of this is that you strive for continuous improvement and that you need to have a quality improvement plan. Already small children playing the hot and cold game know what it means to get feedback or to don't get feedback. You are cold, now you're warmer, now you're hot. Only by giving these immediate feedback you can reach your goal and you can improve. Without this feedback you will stumble in blindness and maybe never reach your goal. And improvement requires immediate feedback on how you are doing. And the same is with Delta-4 Discover. This gives you feedback on how you are performing in your treatment. Delta-4 Discover gives you feedback, both for individual patients and for process improvement. For individual patients, at the end of your treatment scheme, you can check the delivered dose until that fraction, and you have a possibility to fine adjust the dose delivered in the last fractions so that you reach the goal, the original delivery goal. And it gives you feedback for process improvement so that you can compare pass rates or failing rates on different linacs or different treatment sites. So now to the summary. Delta 4 Discover, it's an independent quality assurance of the complete treatment, and Delta 4 Discover proves that you are treating right, and it gives you the feedback so that you can improve in your treatment. Thank you very much.